So I wanted to talk about breaking habitual thoughts and patterns. This has been quite the feat in my own life, and recently I've been working really hard to pay attention to my Shempas. So if you're not familiar with the word Shempa, it's a Tibetan word that means attachment, but what it really means goes way beyond that. Shempas are those things that hook us. They're not our thoughts, they're more our emotions or our pre-emotions that trigger us. It's the charge underneath the emotion, the basis of our emotional addictions. So if it's familiar and it's ego-based and it hooks us before we can catch it, it's likely our Shempa. If you have an inclination towards a particular person or situation to lash out in anger, that might be your Shempa. Or if you tend to hit the bar to numb your pain when you're upset, that might be your Shempa. I've had a proclivity towards depression. Whatever your personal habitual reaction to discomfort is, that's your Shempa. It's kind of like an itch that you just can't stop scratching, even though you know that the scratching is just going to make it worse. We have this, these ingrained habitual ways of reacting to things, and they're not good for us, but we continue to do it because that's what we know. So Shempas cause us a great deal of pain. And if we don't stop reacting to them, then what happens is they just continue to go stronger and stronger. We don't want to get rid of our thoughts or emotions, but what we want is we want to be aware of them to allow for their dissolve. So there's a beautiful quote by Digo Khyentse Rinpoche that reads, "Blind to mind's true nature, we hold fast to our thoughts, which are nothing but manifestations of the true nature. And this freezes awareness into solid concepts such as I and other, desirable and detestable, and plenty of others. And this is how we create samsara. If you train in how to leave your thoughts free to dissolve by themselves as they arise, they will cross your mind as a bird crosses the sky without leaving a trace." So I love this. What he's referring to is the freedom that happens when we can allow our thoughts to be without solidifying or reacting to them. So the way to get unstuck from our Shempas is to begin to observe the addictive nature of the stickiness and our reactiveness. So as soon as we have that urge, as it's creeping up on us, if we can, even for a split second, stop and step back and observe what's happening and catch ourselves, or even as it's happening and we're caught in it, observe what's happening, this will all lessen the degree of the stickiness. Pema Chodron has a 4-step technique that's been really helpful for me in my path. And I'd like to share them. They're the 4 R's. Recognize, refraining, relaxing, and resolve. So we want to recognize what's happening, the familiarity of our habit. Refraining suggests not going down that road. So as soon as we can catch ourselves, we want to step back and go back to the breath, or meditate, or do whatever we can to de-escalate what's happening. Relaxing into the underlying feeling, and resolve, to continue to work this way over and over again. So for me, my Shempas are strong and many, and this is a lifetime commitment. Our habitual thoughts and patterns are insidious. So if we don't begin to practice working with them, then they just get stronger and stronger. But if we do, if we begin to practice working with them, what can happen is we begin to develop a different habit that allows us to start catching ourselves and observe what's happening and offer them the opportunity to pass by like clouds in the sky, just as Digo Khyentse Rinpoche suggests. So these are some of the ways that I've been working. I'd love to hear what's helped you with your own breaking of your thoughts and habitual patterns. So please come on over to the blog and share your thoughts, because we can all learn from each other. See you soon.